Hey everyone, Stylish Despair coming at you with another video. In this video, I would just like to answer a couple questions and talk about a topic that was requested by a subscriber. If you guys didn't know, I play with subscribers, so feel free to send me a friend request, a game request, a message, or anything. Just let me know that you're a subscriber though, because I get kind of scared if random people send me friend requests because it's kind of weird. But yeah, feel free to suggest anything. But the suggestion was made to talk about my first-person shooter that I've ever played. I believe it was James Bond 007. It was GoldenEye. I don't know. It was definitely in the early 2000s, and it was on GameCube. And that was my first-person shooter. I mean, I would just spawn trap bots, and my friends would, and I would just destroy. Um, Also, that subscriber wanted me to give some tips and tricks, and so I'm just going to talk about this game as a tips and tricks. This game, I was unfortunately one-barring, which really sucked. But, also, it was a really good game because this is what you should look out for. Look at your lobby leaderboards before you play the game. Look who's in the game. If you see original gamer tags, you might want to check their kill death ratio, because if they have original gamer tags, they've probably had an Xbox Live for a while, so they've probably been playing this game for a while, so you can just, take a guess that they're probably going to be pretty good at the game. You might want to look at the lobby leaderboards before you actually start the game, because if you join a game and there's like original gamer tags and stuff like that all over the place, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to be with a couple good players. And with a couple good players, it's just bad, because if they're against you, they're going to try hard and demolish you. If they're with you, they're going to try hard and steal all your kills. And another tip that you just saw right there: abuse head glitches to all advantages, and put your sentry gun in a huge overlaid area that can just demolish everyone and shoot everything. Abuse head glitches, just trap spawns, just hope that your team pushes up, but if not, try to stay back a little bit. Um, Otherwise, you're probably just rushing in instantly and feeding the enemy kills. Also, always watch radar, always listen for gunfire, turn your head towards gunfire, because that's going to be a main thing. Gunfire is where it's at, it's where they're fighting, it's where whatever is going down, you want to be in the middle of the action, you want to see what happens. Another huge tip that I live by, I absolutely live by, and I will suggest this to anyone: avoid avoid teammates. Completely avoid them. Avoid them. Go on the other side of the map of them. You do not want to be by teammates, because where teammates are shooting, the enemies might be, but you want to be where the enemies are. If that makes sense, because you don't want to be where your teammates, say he's spraying an LMG. You walk up next to him, and an enemy walks up because he already knows where the LMG is. He's going to shoot at the LMG. He hits you. You die. It's unfortunate. It just happens all the time, especially to me and other good players. It's just unfortunate that you die because, teammates, not all of them are good. I've been getting a lot of bad ones, and so just avoid them at all costs, because they're just, they're going to screw up your game, because they're there to just do what they do. I just use them as bodies personally, unless they're like subscribers or friends or like really valued people that I want to play with. Then maybe I'll stick nearby them because I trust them with my back. Do not trust teammates with your back. Random teammates will not have your back. At any cost, they're looking out for themselves. So just focus on yourself, your own gameplay. Always watch radar. Use head glitches, like in this instant, just using that barrel right there, because if your body was exposed, they could just shoot your body. That's more targets to hit. That's easier death. Just another instance. And also, they wanted me to talk about sniping. Sniping's pretty simple. Just lead your shot. That's all you gotta do. Just lead your shot in front of the enemy. That's all you gotta do. Just know where the enemy's gonna walk. If he's walking left, point your gun further left, because he's gonna walk into it. And then pull your trigger maybe a couple centimeters ahead of him, because he's gonna walk into it, You want the bullet to connect with him. Alright, I think that's it for today's video. I hope you all have a great evening, and take care. Thank you.
Nah. Yeah, that was pretty good. I still think it would have been better if I was.
Changing.